Hello, people. My name is Kali Boss. The only boss. Oh, wait, what else? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Tap Tap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Tap Tap Send. Yes, Tap Tap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Tap Tap Send on Google Play Store or App Store, and when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. But yeah, Mahama media, Texas, you drew her. Very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download Tap Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Tap Send. It's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Everybody check now. Check it. Fa check it. Fa check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, check it. Fa check it, check it. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer, check it. Fa check it, check it, check it. Put sugar level, fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
We still have to come back and do what we've started, and what we've started is Showbiz Daily. I remember when January was running giddy 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 and we were not coming, many were those who were disturbed and felt what is happening to the Team Sammy Flex. Now Team Sammy Flex is back, and ever since we came back, it feels like we never even went anywhere. For information, another week is here, and we are about to go even harder on your favorite online platform, that is Sammy Flex TV, and I'll be doing this with my charges already seated in the studio. Alhaji Malam Abbas Muiz is here. He cruised together. Oh, Alhaji Malam Abbas Muiz, of course, he has a lot under his sleeves as a talent manager, as an event person, as a marketing person of Elevate GH, where he is the boss. Elevate GH. Now, Roland Amate is also here in the middle. He represents Shagzi, he represents Shatta movement, and he has some projects that he has to do. We are waiting for him to announce it. If he doesn't do it, you go blow him. You go blow him before you go blow. You go blow him before you go blow. Of course, at the extreme end, Intimdo the Solomon is also called Chemo, online manager, Flex Entertainment Limited. And for your digital solutions, Intimdo Digital Solutions, to take care of you here in the studio. Digital Rasta Currency is also doing camera for us. Richie Flex is the editor director of the show. If it is your first time here, then obviously I need to introduce myself to you as well. My name is Sammy Flex, and I'm going to be the chairman for today's occasion. Tap Tap Send is an app that everyone is using to send money from abroad to Ghana. As it stands now, everyone says it is the best. Reason they've even introduced more options on their app. One that is called the wallet, that is the Tap Tap Send wallet, where they pray that you get the best of rates anytime you want to send money. So as it stands now, anytime you want to send money and you feel the rate is not the best, they want you to put the money in your Tap Tap Send wallet. Sending through Tap Tap Send wallet will give you the best of rates that you can send and get positive returns and results out of it. Note this and make more money. As much as you are here, then I know you're also going to be part of those who will be doing commentaries on this, and also be part of those who will be sharing our link with us. Subscribe to us as well. This is home of show business and more. I know AFCON is ongoing, but the fact is that if you are out, you can't say much. If you are out, you can't say much unless you are part of it. So Ghana, Black Stars, we are out. Nigeria is still sobering on. We wish them well. And as it stands now, I want to ask my people briefly who their tip for the ultimates at the moment is. At least we are watching the quarterfinals. And oh, that is round of 16, right? Okay, before the quarter and before the semi. Or which one? Say again? Before the quarter and the semi. So this is the knockout stage, huh?
Yeah.
Jamo, do you have a team yet?
No, the team that I thought they will do the usual thing is not working. One was Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire. I thought they will go far because they are the ones hosting the tournament. And again, I thought Egypt.
They're the defending champions too.
No. Senegal is the defending champion.
Okay.
And I thought Egypt too will also do well, and they are not seen top. I think now they are even out of the tournament. Nigeria, they are now struggling. I think I was thinking that they will do better.
Nigeria struggling.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
they have won their game. Yes, but
they
it's
beat
not.
Their last opponent 2-0.
It's not convincing. That's the.
Hey, that match was not easy.
No, from the group stage. I mean,
that match with Cameroon was no joke.
Cameroon, I mean, this time around they are not. Cameroon, I think Cameroon, even Cameroon, this tournament they are not really doing well. Nigeria, initially before the tournament, I thought they would go far, but I wasn't convinced in the group stages. Like they didn't impress me at all.
Okay.
That's why I'm saying that. So for now, I think it's open for anybody at all to win this tournament. At this time, I can't really predict who is going to the finals or who is even taking the trophy. No, okay. I can't do that prediction now.
Okay. Well, Ro, how about you? Do you have a tip on who is likely to win?
Well, no, as it stands here, because there are so many upsets in this tournament, you can't actually root for somebody, because most of the people that were favorites as far as this tournament is concerned, most of them are struggling. But then I think Senegal can pull through. Egypt, that I thought they would have been able to do something, are also out of the tournament as we speak. And so far,
so they lost on the penalties.
Yes.
Wow. Congo.
I must say I am really impressed about the Nigerians' performance so far. You know, they unlike Ghana, they played with some level, a bit of seriousness. Yes, some of them, I think some of the matches caused them because of some certain injuries that entered into their team, and that is what took them down a bit. These are some of the turbulence in their system. But then, I think so far, they've been able to impress me, especially with the last match that they won 2-0. This was an end-to-end action game, and when you look at the level of seriousness that they played with, you can clearly see that yes, even if they were joking in the group stage, now they have really warmed themselves into the tournament proper. This is where the tournament is starting from for Nigeria for me. Judging from their last performance, this is why I think they've now come to the realization that hey, we are really playing a tournament. And that is the performance in which they delivered in their last match. So I think I'm really impressed by their performance. Should they even be kicked out from the semis or the quarter, if I am
now they've qualified from the
16.
The 16 years.
So me, I won't even be so like sad if I were to be a Nigerian and the team goes up even in the next stage. I won't be sad because the performance that they put out, even Namibia that went out of 3-0, who was last 3-0. When you look at the level of seriousness that they even lost with, you realize that this is a team that even though they were down, they still had the fighting spirit. Like 90th minute or maybe 80-something minute, and you still feel like they can equalize the 3 goals. That is the level of seriousness that we are talking about. But our people there, watching this round of 16, I am even happy Ghana did not qualify. Oh yes. If you ask me, I'm even happy they didn't qualify because
But I was also sure that if they had gotten to that stage, something would have changed.
no, the reason why I'm saying nothing would have changed is because you see the level of seriousness and urgency that they exhibited during the group stage and the way they were being pampered. How can a team whose winning bonus per match is $10,000 be given $30,000 on the last match? I thought it was supposed to be a winning bonus, not a qualification bonus. A winning bonus. On the last match, they've compounded all the 3 matches that these guys have not even, the last one, they've not even played the match. Yet they are being promised the full amount of all the 3 matches. This is pampering. And when you pamper people like that, I mean, they will not do anything. In fact, they enter into the next stage and they will be asking for, so what next are you doing for me to put out another performance for this one too? That is what will be going on. Look at other teams. Certain teams are being promised, okay, go. When you win the tournament, then you go, you
take the money.
Whatever.
South Africa, for instance, they are not giving them anything. If they win the tournament, they should take the
$7 million.
Wow.
If you can win, take it, but we are not.
Take it and share. Take it and share.
I think that's one of the best ways.
Exactly. Exactly. But if we are going for tournaments that even the prize winner is 7 million, and you are rather budgeting over $20 million for such a tournament, then this one, the sense around it, even the mathematicians cannot even calculate this.
Oh, there's a sense in there. For those, they know why they will budget 20,000.
I know, but the sense in there still wouldn't make sense in every perspective, unless it is only in the selfish interest. That is when it will make sense. Other than that, you can't budget over $20 million for now. They are quoting $7 million. Like, okay. It is the reason why. So me, they are looking at this round 60. I'm even happy Ghana didn't even qualify because it would have been a disaster. And can I be AJ3? I wouldn't be surprised if Ghana takes 6.
That be impossible.
Impossible.
Let me listen to Abbas Muiz, his opinion on this particular saga as to whether he has also gotten a tip to win a tip of which of the countries remaining is likely to win the AFCON or to lift the trophy. Abbas, do you have some tips already?
If I bet, but I don't bet. But if I bet, I'll bet behind Nigeria, Senegal, Congo DR, Angola. One of them will surely pick the cup.
If you bet?
Yes. But I don't bet. And I'm not encouraging anybody.
Investors, are you listening?
Because
why don't you bet?
For me, 1 is haram. 2, it doesn't really make sense to me. 3, it's waste of my time, my energy, my spirit.
So what energy do you use?
My heart attack energy. Imagine they score Ghana or score something and I'll be crying. Even common Chelsea, the time I was following them, Michael Essien, somebody insulted Michael Essien. I almost knocked the person's head. So imagine my mind is also if I'll do something that I don't like. Okay. It will be good for me. So to stay off it, and my religion is also very, very well against it.
Your religion?
Yes, Islam is against betting.
A certain Ibrahim or Muhammad won 600,000.
You see, it's personal choice also. Okay. You get it. It's not everybody.
He may not even be a Muslim.
He's a Muslim. Yeah, he was a Muslim. I saw it from the mother had the Jarabia on. I knew that this is a guy trained from Muslim.
That is why the Ashantis, or I should say the Akans, will say that Patakali Kremo Papa.
Yeah.
Yani na yeshe Patakali nti obi mu di no akpeteshi obi mu di no mu obi mu di yedi omo. So these are the 4 countries I'm tipping, and not because of anything, not also because of just their tactics, but because of the spirit in which they play with. Okay. The energy I've seen so far. I'm not a football person, but it is entertaining watching them play.
Yes.
It is lovable. I watch Congo DR playing Egypt and I'm saying that these people will win. God, just let them win. Somebody will say, oh, these people are Muslims, so pray for them. My partner was saying, oh, pray for these people. I say, no. Even Allah will not let these people win. No matter how you pray hard, it won't let you win. Because the game is about who wants it the most.
Okay.
You get it? It is who wants it the most. And normally when I'm doing something, that's how fair I go to God. I say to God, I want it. You know I want it, and I cry for it. So if you don't give me, that means I don't deserve it. But if you think I deserve it, then give it. And if you think this man deserves it, give it to that man. And that was my only prayer. So when I went back and I came back and they say, oh, they've win by penalty, I said, okay, then they deserve it. Because God doesn't award lazy people. He won't award you. No matter how you calculate. You like go and sit in the mosque and pray. 24 years, he won't come to you. Because God said in the Quran, go and seek for knowledge. Go and work. Go and this. And that is why he created human beings and give them wisdom, knowledge. Even in addition, he let people dream about plane, dream about this, dream about that. And you will be there and you'll be too selfish, too greedy, calculating the things you will do with the money before the money will come, not thinking about the whole lot. And in a nation, brother Sammy, one of the things I'm so disappointed in Ghana, that all these 4 countries you won't dare to do, is religious people, no, not religious people. Let me put it. Let me say religious, spiritual people will come and be cooking, cook and bowl story for people. And there are people who know their house, who know their friends, and they are just watching them. Even now, a lot of people have forgotten about them. 1 year, 3 years, or maybe just to throw a city on them. You can't do that in Nigeria. Some Fulani guy will chase you from the north and come and beat you for that training. And you don't know why he's slapping you. But because of one word you say against his country. Because that is how they love their nation enough. That's what I mean. And you see, there are countries who lost during just this recent AFCON. Their way they treated the people who are in the hands of affairs. What did we do? I'm sure by next week, after Zongo, Man, and Co. are finished firing the Ghana GFA, I'm going to come to
So I think this afternoon I came across a report that is seeking that they come and show disbursement of funds or something.
Oh, but that one is normal. They always do that. In fact, most of times they will even pronounce the budget, the amount that they are going to spend before the tournament. But this time around, they said after the tournament. So it's the normal thing, the usual thing. They will go through it.
And brother, sincerely, I think we need to take a look at our entire football structure. Last time, somebody was educating me about how our clubs are suffering, how our juveniles are suffering. Even me myself, the person was drawing my attention to those days when we were in Winneba. The way the Winneba Sports Council, their plays are vibing, and the person said I should go and look at it.
Soccer,
we have an academy at the North Campus, a place where there's hotels. Like when you enter there, you jealous the footballers, but the place,
and you see, there's every year or like within some period, FIFA will give them money to take care of affairs. Like they give them money, not less than $4 million. Wow. But here's the thing: the FA.
So that money goes straight to the FA.
Yes, they manage it. That's why I'm saying Ghana government shouldn't be giving them money. This FA, I heard like not long ago, a sports presenter was saying that somebody was celebrating birthday, and the budget for celebrating your birthday is 60,000 Ghana cedis. Not for the FA boss who, for birthday celebrant, a worker at the FA, a staff. And in fact, about 70% of the staff members, they know the FA boss. Some of them, he was working with them in his own club, Dream FC. And now some are the director, the medical head, and all that. And they spend their own money. It's not Ghana government who pays the FA. They pay themselves based on the FIFA money that comes. But when we are going to play tournament, then the Ghana government will add money to it. That's the thing that I don't get it.
It is a way of just chopping money.
Yeah. That's it.
It is a way of testing.
That's it.
Some
That's
people
it.
know that when it passes here,
It's safe. It's safe. Yes, and I think that's what they are doing.
Because I hear we are spending more than when you win.
Every tournament.
Yeah.
Every tournament after I think 2006 was
Why?
every tournament
So
that Ghana has been to, the budget that they always take to the tournament is more than
Even
the
if you are
amount
the grand winner.
that you win.
How? Why?
Because even before we entered into the round 16 at the Germany, they normally schedule playing they carry Brazil. They carry $2 million. $2 million. So imagine if ads are not cash in a plane. So imagine if they are able to disperse $2 million within a week of playing just round 16. How much would they be able to spend for the entire tournament? Should Ghana
meanwhile, even qualifying, they will get $8 million. Meanwhile, qualifying for the tournament, FIFA will give them $8 million
to prepare.
That $8 million is not there. Ghana government will pack money into a plane and then go and give it to them. Why? What is this?
Everybody wants.
Why?
Okay, let's leave it here. The money they will chop whether we cry or we laugh. They are sure going to chop the money. So let's leave it here. But we wish the rest of the countries well. In fact, when we exited, my next support was going to Ivory Coast, and unfortunately, Ivory Coast is also gone. Now it's left with Nigeria, so I have to give mine.
Everybody are playing today.
Oh, they've qualified to the next.
Yes.
So after
of Ghana.
Oh no, wait. So after they are now in the round of 16.
Yes.
They've not played yet.
No.
They are playing as we are talking.
Senegal will take them out.
Okay, no problem. So if Ivory Coast stays, my support to go for Ivory Coast and Nigeria.
They had to wait for 2 days before they were confirmed.
I know.
That they are qualified.
I mean, we were all in that. So yes, for now, I think Nigeria. I loved how they played with Cameroon the other day. Really, Osimhen, Charlie, tired guy. He's a great guy.
Is it Farouk or what? That guy too. Look, man.
Yeah. But Charlie, Osimhen is the guy. Like when he's in the game,
he's not selfish.
His disturbance is too much. His disturbance is too much. He will disturb you, and before you know, you've lost guys
everywhere in the defense.
No, he's tight. Shout outs to Osimhen, man. I now understand why Nigeria has been talking about him all over. Every day you go on Twitter and
but I think he's their main man now.
You go on Twitter, it's Osimhen everywhere.
The way they can insult him too.
I know. It's like that. Well, let's move into other businesses. A man of God, Eastwood Anaba, so many years of experience as a church founder, church leader, has said something. And when I watched the video over the weekend, I said, hey, is this man really serious about this statement? Because I've also heard some churches who will say that one of the things that keeps the church vibrant is your entertainment or your music department. The other day, a pastor who was preaching in London was saying it is high time churches really praise these guys who are playing in the churches and even give them money, good money, so that they can continue playing. And one or two videos really praising such people and saying that they are the foundation of the church one way or the other. Now, in a twist of turns, or in the twist of events, Eastwood Anaba is saying otherwise. He thinks that when it comes to entertainment in the church, I think the church is losing its main core duties, which is to preach the word of God. Now I think the church is focusing so much on entertainment. There is a video, we can watch that, and after watching the video I'll come back, pick the views of my people. Interestingly, Abbas is not a church-going person. Roland is a church-going person. Chemo owns a church actually. So in case you don't know,
I work with men of God.
That's what I'm saying. He's owner. Let's watch this. When I come back, we'll be talking.
When you go to these are churches, sometimes I just imagine if there's no drum, there's no organist, there's no guitarist, and you take away all the music and the entertainment, many of our churches will die. When you go to these are churches. Sometimes I just imagine if there's no drum, there's no organist, there's no guitarist, and you take away all the music and the entertainment, many of our churches will die. I mean, you remove that, it will be like the oxygen support has been removed. And that's because the entertainment in our churches sometimes I think is too much. Sometimes they invite you for a convention to go and speak, and you are a convention speaker, and you go there, and the meeting will start at 6 o'clock, and up to 8 they have not put the preacher on, and it's just one song after the other, one dance after the other, choreography and somersaulting and all that. Then I ask, so if you remove the entertainment, what is left in these churches? Now I just told you that you walk in the community and society community, and you can see kiosk and mosque and chop bars or restaurant and lorry stations. All of them are specialized for something. And as soon as you enter the building, I've never entered a chop bar and there's a praise and worship before the food is brought. They know exactly why they exist. So as soon as you sit down, they come to you with a menu. They want to know what you want to eat, because the purpose here is eating. Our churches, what is the purpose? Is the purpose entertainment? The answer is no. But you see a lot of the singing, but the singing is not for worship. The singing is actually for entertainment, and there's nothing wrong with that. But when the harp and the viol and the tabret and the pipe and the wine are in their feast, but they regard not the work of the Lord, neither consider the operations of his hands. That means we have followed the entertainment until we've lost the power. How many pastors walk into church on Sunday and their aim is that today, if there's a leper in my church, he should be cleansed. If a dead person is there, he should be raised. If there's a cripple, the person should walk. I don't think we go to church as pastors on Sunday morning thinking about lepers and dead people and cripples and blind and deaf. We go to church on Sundays for business as usual. That means sing, dance, preach a nice sermon, pick up your collection or your offering, and then get up. But something has to change. The entertainment is there, but they regard not the work of the Lord, neither consider the operation of his hands. The house of God is for healing. House of God is for deliverance. House of God is for miracles and signs and wonders. And I'm praying for every one of these Fountain Gate churches. May the Lord make us miracle workers. People who are operating in signs and wonders. Especially knowing that many of our churches are in villages where there are no specialist hospitals. There are no big schools. No. The pastor must be the surgeon general of that village. Where every sickness you can.
Well, so you heard the story as was presented by the leader of the church, Eastwood Anaba. He has a lot of stories around him, but let's pay attention to this one. And we will sure be spending some time on another day for some of the things that he suffered as a man of God, yet still doing the work of God in all strength and in all honesty. Abbas, let me clear you out of this conversation. So come through. What do you think about this?
I think.
Talk to your mic for me, please.
Salamu alaikum to everyone who is watching and listening to me. Peace be unto you. Amen. I come in peace.
Amen.
Sincerely, he's speaking the truth. If you are fully aware who or whom he is, you will understand and appreciate who he is and what he's saying
Okay.
and where he's saying it from. He is pastor of pastors, and also he is a teacher, and he is from the generation where they believe in the worship and the paying more attention to God's work and the lifestyle of living in Christness other than any other thing.
Okay.
And if you make the call that there's a basic principle in life, Abbas, what do you do? So you just need to say it in one word and to be able to encompass it. So it's the same. You say, so somebody just come to you, Abbas, what religion are you in? Oh, I'm a Muslim, but no, you are a Muslim. First of all, so cool down. What is the basic essence of Islam?
Okay.
Islam say peace. So are you propagating peace or you are propagating violence? The moment you start marking too much,
Not propagate peace, huh?
the Islam itself is peace.
Wow.
If you mark 100 people and 90 of them are doing against the peace, then you know, count all those people that they are not part of the Islam.
Wow. That's what's up.
Then if he's left with the 10, then those are the Muslims. You get it? So now let's count when they say the church. What is the purpose of the church? When the church was founded, what was the purpose, or how was the church foundation? How does it go, or what is the way it goes with? Those days, the people, other people now, I know that the people, some people say they are teachers, some people say they are pastors, some people say evangelists and so forth, prophets and so forth.
Yeah.
So how do you engage people in all this? Because me, the truth be say, there are only 3 occasions that I've experienced the church, and all those occasions solidly, I won't. If you ask me any of the messages they delivered that day, if I remember them, I'll say no. But I could remember certain people who danced, certain food that we had, and certain enjoyment. My first experience with Christianity or with church will be through Jehovah's Witness. And I'll say to you, they are wonderful people. Just that my mind is made up. If they would have gotten me, they would get me. Because they've brought me money for school fees before. They've given me mouth before.
Because they wanted to preach to you.
Look, you got to a time where I was the one running.
Running to where?
Not for them not to find me. Because look, every Sunday where I used to watch by morning, that man, look, with the kind of watch he wears, the kind of food he wears, I know he's employed. Like he has good work. But he will come and sit with me. I will wash, I will do everything. He will buy me food. I have my favorite rice. He buy me correct food than my people. Do you get me? So if it is true food, they will get me, I'm gone. Do you get me? And there are times I tell him that, oh, I don't have textbook, I don't have school fees. He will bring me good money. You see, they preach you, they give you, there's some booklet they give you, they will read. You will have time to read it to me. He will convince me anyhow.
I see.
But there are these latest churches. Last year, 2023? We went to a church at Spin Test.
Yeah.
Is when you are going by the roundabout, it's like this. A friend did Palace Mall. Is at the other side. Oh, a friend was doing
Palace Bishops.
No. Palace. A friend was doing some wedding. Be Jack. Hey. The rest, leave it to God.
Because so you think the Jehovah's Witnesses are doing the right thing?
Yeah, I will say per my experience. I don't know what they are doing now, but per my experience.
No, they are still doing the same
yes,
thing.
Then that is.
They've kept their faith.
Yes, that is it. And I don't know when you get into their church room whether they also dance too much.
Because they don't even sing or something.
You get me? Yeah. So they just come for the business of the day. And no matter how long, he wasn't the one who was convincing me who gave up. It is me that they are convincing that I gave up. Because at the red day, the person is convincing me. If I don't run, I'm sure I'm convinced by now.
Okay.
You get it? So you need to.
Okay.
But there are churches that I've been to in my 3 experiences. The very last one, I still have the fun memory of the kind of dances, the kind of things.
Sometimes some of the girls they
Charlie, you show money.
Hey.
That's I mean.
Charlie, they'll be dancing and they'll be standing in front of the church.
I'm telling you,
sing their
the way when they ask us to
and
go,
the church dance still has no formula. So anyway, you do it.
But they are in the house of God.
And when they ask you to come
to enjoy,
you see boys that on a normal. What be some to see the crumb?
I saw a video of this women fellowship kind of dressing in a church, and a man holding the woman's waist like he was at the back, and they were dancing. I don't know if you guys saw it.
I've seen something similar. The one that I saw, the one guy came in and then separated them.
You can't do that for
So, brother, me,
you can't do this thing here, man.
Brother, wrap up for me.
So, brother, if you ask me, are these things preaching or convincing the person to be in the church? No. These things are rather putting the person.
If you are saying convincing the person to be in the church, then I can also tell you to some people that thing convinces them to even go to church more.
Of course.
If you are talking about salvation, I can keep quiet.
Okay, so salvation.
Like
so what's the business of the church actually?
Salvation, to preach salvation.
So are they salvated? I didn't.
Are they salvated?
And they're not salvated.
Well, continue from there. No, I get you. I think Abbas likes the Jehovah's Witnesses. They are still in their evangelism business.
So if you consider how churches were many years ago and how they operate now, you can see a huge difference. So for that matter, I will agree with the man of God. Like the difference is there. Whether they should stop or not, that's where my disagreement will come in. But what he's saying, I mean, you can't argue. You can just, let's look at the history. In fact, at some point in time, it was even a sin to dance in the house of God. I remember even in Ghana here, you were not allowed to use drums and other stuff, especially the traditional drums. They were calling it as the means of pleasing the fetish, the gods, our own gods and all that. So they were not even allowed to play drums in churches. So if you consider those days and what is happening now, yes, what the man of God is saying is true.
Okay.
Even for their own history, there wasn't anything like that. It is something that with time they have adapted and now we have it. Why would they have it now? It's the basic point that I always say. It's business. So if you can add entertainment and get more members, why not? You have to do that. That's where I would disagree with the pastor. He is doing business, but for him, maybe his business strategy, he wants to take the entertainment out. He was trying to use a restaurant and others as an example. In fact, it would defeat his argument because restaurants, they are supposed to sell food, but some of them, when you go there, they play music.
But what he wants to say is that when you go there, you want to eat.
Yeah.
They don't say sit down and let us play the music before we bring you the food.
Good.
The music is being played alongside. They are doing what they have to do for you.
Even if there is no music,
you go there to
get it.
Yes.
Exactly.
So that's the same thing happening in churches. There are some churches that
but he
go.
said something, Chemo. He said that when you go to the church, especially as a preacher, he said when he goes to some churches and he's even going to preach, he will say that let's call
Minister
Minstrel Eva to come and minister. Let's call Minister Abochi to come and like you sit down and there will be ministration like 10 before the man of God will come or will be called to preach. Meanwhile, he thinks the man of God came and his assignment is just one to preach.
But if they don't do that, he will not get anybody to preach to. That's the strategy of that church. That's the business plan. He will not say it's business, but me, I know it's business. So I'm telling him, if he wants to do the business of God, I don't want to use the work of God, then that's how it is going now. A lot of churches are losing members because of that. In fact, in Pentecost, the one that at some point they wanted to suspend my brother here. They have two kind of churches now. They have what they call Pentecost International, and they have the traditional Pentecost. What they do at the Pentecost International is different from what they do at the traditional ones. Why? They still want to keep the members. So for Pentecost International, you can dress anyhow you want. But for the traditional Pentecost, you can't. There's a way that you have to dress if you go to the old Pentecost style of doing things. But for Pentecost International that they call PWC, you can dress anyhow and they will still take you. Why? They want to keep the members. It's a business strategy. Because if they don't do that, Lighthouse and others, they have come, and for them any dressing is okay. In fact, they have, for Lighthouse, they have days for certain kind of dressing. They have dress down, they have traditional day, they have bring your jersey. Wow, they have all of them. Why do you think they are doing that? It's not for any work or to work of whatever. They want to capture more members. If you have more members, you have more money. You can do more work of God. Even the work of God, you need more members to do it.
Got you.
So that's what is happening. So for the man, I agree with his observation. There are more entertainment in our churches now, but it's for a purpose that he disagree with, or he thinks that it's not a good strategy to win souls for Christ. But I disagree, because those who are doing that have more members. Those who are doing more entertainment, they have more church members. So what are you saying? You are now thinking for God that what they are doing, they are not winning souls for Christ. But for them, this is a strategy to win souls for Christ. Unless they are like me, who knows that they are doing business. So they are doing that to get more members, get more money, so that they can win more souls for Christ. And that's what is happening there. So yes, I think tastes have changed for the churches. Definitely.
They are all doing.
Yes, there's a new way of getting more members to the churches, and these are some of the entertainments that they do. So he for him, I think he can tell his churches, the churches that he owns. I mean, he has a lot of them as well. He can tell them not to do that. But in general, that's what is working for most churches, especially the new ones coming. Roman people would make it simple. Roman Catholic, they have a simple way of doing things. Like Abba said, the Jehovah people too, they do something simple for themselves. The Orthodox churches, they have their way. But for the new ones, they also have their way. And you should accept it. That's what it is.
Okay, Ro, finish up on this topic.
First, one ironic thing about running a church is the fact that, you know, when a Christian leaves his church to join your church, the jubilation in that church is huge. But once your member leaves your church to join another church, so for the credit in fact, when I heard the man of God with his comment, I was like, because at the end of the day, the main focus would be the basic aim of why the church was founded. But in our current situation, even if there are some people that will hate to this advice, some of even the branches of his own church would even not listen. They would even not listen to this advice. Even if they will listen, they will pretend to listen. Because the truth of the matter is, it has turned into a competition.
Okay.
Some people have accepted it, like they've noticed it, accepted that we are in a competition. So they will do anything to make sure they stay on top in this competition. Others have also overlooked it. in a sense that we are in no competition with anybody. We are just doing what we are supposed to do for Christ. That is the Jehovah Witness, the Catholic, and all them people.
And even for them, they get their peace from somewhere else.
Exactly.
That's why.
Yes, of course.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's why. So the competition will not. Yes.
So, but when you check these recent churches that are in the system,
One-man church.
one-man churches, when you check most of their members, they are members of some of these churches who have ignored or overlooked the competition, and are saying, "Oh, we are doing what we do. We are doing what we are known for. We are not competing with anybody." So if today you introduce the highest instrument in the world to attract people from the club to your church, if we don't play song here, we don't play song here. There's nothing anybody can do to us. Whatever we've been saying from the days of Adam, or from the days this church was founded, is the same thing we will be saying. Nipa nepa omra opa onko, we no care. So for the advice there, in fact, it is a beautiful advice that is supposed to, people are supposed to listen. But now, unfortunately, it is a competition and a business for some people. Obi winning formula to somebody, that is what he is doing to sustain his church. That is what he is doing to keep the members active in church. That is what he is doing to make sure he is able to do all the things that he is doing in the system. So yes, perhaps the way you started with the worshiping thing, salvation preaching, and that is what is making you win. There are certain pastors in this country, should they go and preach salvation, next week no, you hear their church has collapsed. There are certain pastors, you never hear salvation message. It is about miracles. See, I have chanced sometimes when you are flipping through some of these television channels, it's me to baby one, then you just out of curiosity wants to just watch something. See, that's I mean, about 2 hours, and it is all about testimonies of this one has been healed, this one wanted this and they got it, this one wanted that and they got it too. It has nothing even to do with music. He's even talking about music. It has nothing to do with entertainment though. Those people too, that is their winning formula. So them, they can choose to play song once in during service. The rest is about miracles. The rest. Somebody to wake up tomorrow and say, just like Pastor said, and say that, Charlie, right now the miracle too is becoming too much. Now, if somebody wants to win you to his church, it's about come. If you want to go to abroad, we can pray for you, get visa. It's about come. If somebody is sick or you're something is sick, we will pray for you, you get healing. Now that is the call to action now. That is people advertising points now. So me, I understand. But unfortunately, it is just a few people who will listen to this advice. But then, since there is nothing anybody can do about it, the Bible says, no trouble draw. So let's all observe. At least if you know what you think is right and you're doing, nobody has the right to judge you. Just focus on whatever you're doing. If it is Christianity, even the Christianity crowd, they have different demarcations of it. There are different branches. What the Catholics, some of their beliefs, the Pentecostal also don't believe. What Jehovah Witness believes, some Pentecostal or other charismatic churches also don't believe. It is like that. If you're a Muslim, if you are this, you are that, just stick to whatever you think is right. At the end of the day, the judge is somewhere looking at everybody, and when the time is right, he will choose his people, and nobody can say Foko.
Well, I think we've shared enough wisdom on this. Let's move on to the next business here on Showbiz Daily Live on Sammy Flex TV. At this stage, because we are all church-going people, I would also ask your opinion on the church founders' statement, whether there is so much detainment or not. I want your opinion on this. That is Eastwood Anaba. I want to hear it from you as well.
Makai Daki Odd Mills ni video bi. Opiti kakra no wasa kakra. But no more budgets, no more sa.
Yes. I don't call it me reggae. Reggaeton. Not to spend much time on this. What do you guys think about this Kiss-Athon thing that was trending over the weekend? Not so much time on this. Like, quick. Chemo, did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it.
Richie, you can roll the video as we discuss
and
it.
Honestly, I don't know if they have interviewed the guy for him to give us his intentions or why he wants to break such a record. And for me, I don't see the need I don't see why you want to just break a record of being the long time kisser or something.
But someone holding the record already.
Yeah, but they
if someone is holding, what is wrong if he wants to break it?
That one is the same as him. They are all stupid. I don't want to say it, but if you want me to say it, then I'll say it. He's like that person. It's like somebody is
holding that record is stupid.
Yeah, of course. I mean, if you want to hold a record for us to say that you have done something meaningful, I don't see kissing somebody for a long time being a good record or in any way.
So according to the Guinness World Record, the longest kiss ever lasted was 58 hours 35 minutes.
That is how many days? About 3 days.
About 3 days, yeah, 3 days and more.
And so what? So that guy.
So they kiss 3 days non-stop.
Yeah. So that guy. So what is it? And so what? Like I'm trying to find something important about and I can't get it. That's why I want us to interview this guy and ask him, breaking a record of being the long kisser, what do you think your benefit will be, or what benefit can you get from that?
So, are you asking all the guys who are doing the Guinness World Record thing, or him alone?
Oh, for them, some of them they are useless, and some of them it will bring you a lot of things. And a good example,
maybe to him he wants.
It's a useless one. That's why he shouldn't be the only one answering that question. When you ask me about what will be the importance of breaking a record of the cooking thing, I mean they are the ones that people are using for cooking food and other things, and the same thing. They are getting the record. The endorsement deals, partnering with other music for what?
For condom.
Oh, wait, come on, condom don't really need advertising, and it's not for kissing, and it's not for kissing.
And toothpick.
No, there's a better way to advertise. There's a better way to advertise toothpaste than using kissing. In fact, a lot of advert that you have seen, a lot of advert that you have seen about toothpaste, they don't even talk about kissing. Kissing is, in fact, it's immoral act many years ago. It's just this modern day that we are even accepting that it's okay.
Immoral act.
Yeah, of course. Many years ago.
People in love, you cannot.
It's an immoral act on display.
Okay.
Not you in your room doing your thing.
Okay.
Displaying it like in certain countries, you can even be punished for that. Okay. You can get about 1,000 lashes for kissing in public. We all know this. So if you break the record of being the longest kisser and all that, what is the relevance of it? And besides, even the person that you were doing it with, you decided to even hide her face. It should tell you that this is a nonsense act that you are about to do. So for me, I think we shouldn't pay attention to him, but I wish we will listen to his as an explanation of why he wants to do something like that. But for me, it's stupidity.
Bro, quick one.
That's me. I think it's nonsense, but from the angle at which Emo is coming from there, I want to hold you for the guy. You know, when you go, because I follow the Guinness World Record page, and some of the records that people hold there, the tallest, the Chemo. See, yesterday I saw one.
It doesn't change what I'm trying to say. They are all the same.
Who wants to maintain that some of them
are stupid.
As much as he would want to see them as stupid, until the person is able to make something meaningful out of it, you can't call it stupid. That's what I mean. Somebody who holds the record of the longest eye popping, like he's able to pop his eyeballs from the socket to some extent like that, and the person holds the record.
That one is not a competition.
It's
a biological thing. So those with that eyes will be the only record holders.
At the end of the day, but
it's just the record holder for being a biological
so you can pop your eyes and so what? So what should we do about it? So for that one to you even took time, applied to Guinness World Record for them to recognize you for this. Yeah, it is in that same line. It's just like somebody is saying, okay, you are cooking, me I want to kiss, and after they would write to Guinness World Record and say, oh, I have kissed for about a week. You are saying it is stupid, because why would you kiss somebody and write for recognition? Somebody too is popping his eyes, and it's in that same light writing to Guinness World Record that I can pop my eyes. Once we are saying soon them can do it, but the guy has done it and he's holding the record for whatever recognition he has now. That particular endorsement, until he uses it profitably, that is when we can, if he doesn't use it profitably, that's when we can say, oh, it is a stupid act that he did, because the recognition, you will get it, but what you do afterwards will determine whether it was useful or it was useless. That's the basic thing. In fact, there are so many people who have tried even cooking and didn't work. It was a useless act, because at the end of the day, there was nothing useful about it. The end result is what we want to look at, not the act entire. The act there, some of them may look stupid. In fact, you think that the Kiss-Athon thing that people are doing, some people like it. Some people will go like, now we need 3 days, 5 days, and now a day. You understand? Some people also hold that view. So if we want to term as some people's own as stupid, then we should classify everybody's own as stupid, because none of them.
You can't classify.
Then we shouldn't.
Stupid things are obvious. Why are you trying to now give me no way?
No, that's because at the end of the day, what is the prize money here? It is recognition, and what you do with the recognition. Assuming the first Santua is not able to do anything meaningful out of the recognition she had, what would have been the use of her singing for days?
You are missing something. Some of the recognition you don't apply for it. It's by observation. They can see and recognize you for it without you even applying.
Either way, it still adds up to your portfolio. Whether you apply for it or it is being given to you, it still adds up to your portfolio.
That's a difference there that you have to.
It still adds up to your portfolio that you can, if somebody
like the biological ones. If you are the tallest person in the world, you don't apply for it.
You hold.
They have seen that you are the tallest, and then
hold the record for the maybe the longest singing marathon, and I hold the record of the longest kissing marathon. At the end of the day, we both have a recognition from one of the huge institutions in the world. It is part of our portfolio. For whatever I use it for, if we are to mention the things on our portfolio now, definitely the two of us will add some of these recognitions. There is no way we will omit it, because it is of importance like any other thing. You may see yours as very important. You may see yours as very important. Not all things are important. I may also see mine as important. You see, we would be taking some of these things for granted. When we mention toothpaste, Chemo said that in fact
there's no advertising
yet. No. It is not
toothpaste.
Really, you see, it is not really about kissing. We have not even considered bad breath. That conversation, we have not even considered it. There are certain drinks in this country that they will tell you, oh, unoma, even some medicines, they will tell you, oh, it is able to cure bad breath and all. We have not considered all these angles, and any of them can pick this guy in this modern day and age, where the moment somebody becomes a sensation, so many brands are able to link up to this guy.
Wait, are you implying that if you have bad breath,
kiss you? Are you serious?
But
No, you are not getting me. I'm saying implying that if you have bad breath,
somebody will kiss you back compared to no. You see, we will be making a mistake here. Compared to somebody who has a good breath, How many people would kiss somebody with a bad breath compared to somebody who has a good breath?
But it is not the
Even
that is why. So we've not seen adverts.
even you getting the privilege of kissing somebody goes beyond good breath or bad breath.
Mebao. So no. So.
Oh,
Why do we it halitosis? So why do we see? Why do we mostly see adverts? Why do we mostly see adverts about halitosis and bad breath? Why then do we see adverts of it?
Of course, everybody would want to.
Of course, because it is equally of importance.
It doesn't prevent you from.
That is no. It is one of the reasons why people would advertise and say, okay, aside you talking to somebody, which probably
so if you do let's go straight. So if you do kissing marathon, you will get companies or whatever to use you to advertise for kissing or toothpaste or whatever. That's what I'm telling you. No toothpaste that you have seen advertising using kissing as part of why you should buy.
I'm saying you are looking at only toothpaste.
Okay. It's an example that you brought. I didn't bring it. And I'm telling you that one is rubbish. So bring the new one.
America said they are medicines that treat halitosis and all. And all these people can equally call on the guy because when you catch yourself there's a
reason for kissing, so don't go there. For you to get the kissing, so that reason is more important than the newborn or the newborn.
But at the end of the day, there's an advert, and they would need an ambassador. It's as simple as
that. Have you seen some before?
Halitosis advert.
That they are saying that use this medicine so that you can kiss. Have you seen an advert?
Now even condom. Okay, condom adverts. Do we see people having sex with condom adverts?
They tell you straight away what condom will do for you. And I'm asking.
So if they put this guy who owns the record for the longest kissing marathon, and they tell you, Charlie,
have you seen some before?
You will be able to do like this guy and kiss for hours. Don't you think?
Have you seen some before? That's the point. Like
it is the same way I've not seen somebody using a condom advert with people having sex.
No, that's not the point here. Condom advert, they will tell you what it is used for. Now you say somebody is kissing, so that person will get an endorsement. Okay. And I'm telling you, have you seen some before?
Okay, so this is one of the things I've noticed. The availability of information have made a lot of us lack knowledge and its application. It's becoming our problem. This book of record has been in existence for long. But we can feel it abused in our application of it. So it questions who we are, what we are, and how detrimental lack of knowledge and its application is to us. I cry a lot of time nowadays because I see a lot of people having access to Google. Google. But are not using it to the best of their ability or using it to the worst of their ability. And that is causing a lot of us.
Okay.
A lot of people are not seeing the
importance.
No. The loss of whom, what, and their livelihood in this current dispensation. And in the nearest dispensation of AI. You are complaining about Google. The kind of AIs that are coming to phones, that are coming to things. I am scared. Not for the knowledge that is coming, but to the consumer and its application.
The abuse of it.
Yes. Not only its abuse, but its usage. You see, there's different. You have a
wrong application.
Yes. You see, right now the people don't even know whether it is wrong or it is right, and that is the nature of where the next generation of the world is getting to. Do you get me? And that is how and where we are getting to now.
What do we back? Yeah. My boss and Gaza. What do we expect? So, you don't support it. No, we are even supporting it.
It's
the same thing. We walk around here to them.
What I'm also scared of most lately is also the endorsements and how our say immoralities, stupidity, ignorance is being endorsed by mass. And the mass endorsement, there are sometimes that the masses support you, but it's so you don't have that confidence. But now there are people who are celebrity of stupidity. The last time I said to somebody, "You are stupid celebrity," is asking me, why am I saying that? And I said, for the kind of people that follows you, for the kind of people that endorses you, they are stupid people. So far as you are the leader of the pack, you are stupid.
Celebrity.
Like they will say, oh, this man is a religious leader for this religion. Those are the people following him, and he is their leader. And so shall it be. On the day of reckoning, on the day of waking up, they can't wake me and you up at the same pack. I'm a Muslim, you are a Christian. We will surely be wake up at different pack. Then the good Lord will now decide whose pack is the best, or how we will suffer it. Do you get it? Those who also do not believe in the God and the existence and everything, they're also there. But there's common thing between all the three of us, all the four of us, all the five of us, that knowledge is knowledge. Its application is different. Each usage also is different. So I always tell people, seek for three things. Seek for the knowledge, seek for its application, and seek for its understanding. Because in its understanding, that's where wisdom comes from. Embrace me. You will see people that will say to you, Charlie, this competition or that competition or that competition. And I say, okay, a lot of these people that are going for these things that we're saying, the record hoodie, is just for popularity. That is the basis of it. So we all just need to ask ourselves, is it all popularity that we need? Or do you need some of the popularity? Then now when you have the, that's why when both school of thoughts are making comments, I'm trying to process it. Because these are the three ways I'm processing it. The first school of thought is that what kind of popularity do you want to go for? The second school of thought is that, okay, I'm going to get the popularity anyhow. Now when I get it, the usage of that popularity is also, because look, you can be the bad guy or known for the bad things, but if you are strong enough, you can convert all your following towards the good thing, which it is not rare. Majority of the people don't have that ability, because majority of the people are scared of the number that follows them. A lot of people, when they get the number, that's okay, now I'm the guy, I'm who everybody is talking about. Now I've got the attention I need. Now let me use the power that I will to change the narratives. Then becomes the difficult one. It is not a lot of people that have been able to. It's a few people that have been able to do that successfully. Okay. Now, Rasabi, where the scary thing is becomes that now everybody knows that. Like the last time I was asking myself, how can I write to? I should be the first person writing to the Guinness Book of Record to close the book, especially away from Africans, because I'm imagining a lot of, sorry to say, crazy things that my people can apply for. Because when I opened that book the last time, the things I'm seeing in it, one day we'll be here and somebody will say, I want to be the longest hanging myself person.
You will put you in there.
So by the end of it, somebody will also wake up, I want to be the longest person or the only person that was able to walk to the one seat of government to blast everybody, or want to go to here, want to do this, want to do that. Because people at the other side are doing it. And they have their own depression, their own Wahala and all those stuff. Does that thing extend to us? No. Some people don't even read much about the culture, the person, the year, the time, and the kind of person. When I read about somebody and the record is broken, I go and Google, search the person itself, search their situation. Because the person's situation and your situation is different. And sometimes some people don't even have the intention of breaking any record. They just living their life, they live.
Like Cristiano Ronaldo.
Now,
he has a lot of record from Guinness Book of Records, but that's not his thing.
He's
playing his football.
So when you now come and put that pressure on yourself, you are exerting certain pressure that is not supposed to exert on yourself. Do you get it?
Breaking different records.
So now, Rasami, to finalize it, one of the things a lot of us are not speaking about is one of the things I just say. we are gradually losing it. And it is shame and disgrace that at the rate at which we are losing it, if we are not careful, and the entire window of the 5G, of this knowledge, of information is exposed to us. That's I mean, boys VR. Imagine VR is as cheap as this Android phone. Boys better shop on what it is.
I'm a cable bomb.
Because the woman will come in holographic real form. And I'm scared for that day.
Don't be scared. It's even here. Don't be scared. We are here.
Thank God.
Too big of Pononi Nyama.
My generation is not like that. Thank God. We only pray for the next generation. Well, another food for thought shared by my people. Let's move on to the next business. And the next business is actually about this industry and comparing the young and the old. When Fancy Gadam was interviewed about his issues with Sister Fia, during the interview, he said something. He said that thanks to Sarkodie, who actually gave him a reawakening about who he is and what he should be doing as an artist, because when they needed Sarkodie for a performance, Sarkodie charged them a hoping amount of about 100,000.
120.
Oh, 120. Okay, 120,000. And out of that, he said, hey, then on my own land, if someone wants me, I should also raise my bar. Right after, he came online on Facebook and posted this, where he said he is thanking Shatta Wale again for, okay, so it is here. He says, God bless you, King Shatta Wale, for always showing us the way. I love you, and he says, my mentor. And Shatta also responded by saying, if every artist can be bold like this, like by now, the system, they pay us giddy 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 giddy. God bless you, my brother, Fancy Gadam. Obviously, I'm sure Shatta was referring to his boldness for standing up against the Sister Fia's fee and saying, yes, this is my worth. If you want to pay it, and let's go. If you don't want to pay it, let's go. Then I'm asking my people that, are our artists really learning from the established ones, like Fancy Gadam said? Because if I listen to Fancy Gadam, it is not as if Sarkodie told him that, Fancy, from today, do this, do that too. He was able to pick it from the action.
Yeah.
Our guys really learning. I must continue from there. Quick one.
Yeah, I think they are learning gradually. They are learning because the moment it hits you and you know your value, you get it and you want to set the path. And I'm saying that it's not just only them. It's not just only the front runners. Even those of us behind, we are getting to understand. And you are getting to understand that a communal ebedi. You are going to starve for it. That is where a lot of them are also losing it. Now, don't lose your grip because of 1 or 2, 3 days hunger. That will come to you, because surely the game is actually against you going angry tomorrow or go angry today. So you decide to postpone the anger, face it now. My common deal is here, knowing that tomorrow when you wake up, a lot of people that will come and will come with a value will come to you. In other sense also, increase your value. Because on the negotiation table is your value that they discuss. They don't discuss anything. All the pertinence vanishes. And I've been on tables that people can say boldly that is my enemy, but your share left and right is the number guy. So please, let's go for him. And this guy cried when we asked him for the reduction, won't reduct. When we ask for commission, won't commission. When we ask for tip, he won't tip. But let's give him, because if we don't give to him, all of us at the end on this table at the end of the day, we will not still chop. So let's give to him and let's go chop. I think that's the kind of conversations we need to also be having. Then also, whilst we are learning, you also learn consistency and delivering excellence. That is one of the things some of us are learning, and learning from those ones who are doing the good thing. Look, I've said to myself, I will come to your job with my A game. Whether I agree to take 2 CD or agree to take 10 CDs, I'm coming with my A game. But I will ensure that I negotiate for the highest.
Okay.
If the money available in my rating is 10 CDs, that's what I'm coming for. And I'm going to deliver to my best of knowledge. realizing that in this country, when somebody demands you to come and perform or do something in this our space, whilst they are employing you for bottle 1, they are actually looking for bottle 1 and 2. So whilst we are also going there, look for bottle 1, 2, and 3. So that next time when they are on the round table, they don't have any discussion with somebody who only provide half of the bottle 1 or bottle 2. They will surely want to go for you because you give 1, 2, 3. And that is the value these boys need to look for. Look, the reason why Sister Fia and Co are more pain is that they've seen the reality of the number and they can't do anything without it. If they are no more pain, they can actually go and do a second round there and show him the showdown, but they can't. If they want to go again, they either pay that money or pay more than that money, and that value is there. You can't deny it. You can't enter Tamale without Fancy Gadam or Makashu. And as at now, when you go, the dice is cast. There are somebody when you get in. And even if you pick this guy and this guy decide to opponent this guy that you have picked, you still lose. Because they can give you the showdown, and no matter amount of money, resources, time you've put in it, you need to get them endorsing you, and you need to get the other one agreeing that you stay cool.
Well, Ro, take over from there, and let me also ask you your reaction to Fancy Gadam saying he's been learning from these guys, giving them big ups and all.
Well, some people are learning. Others obviously are not learning. That is life. Some people would see, some wouldn't see it. It is just like the recent sing in English conversation. When you assess your brand and you know it is going to help you, you do it. There are some people, the moment they release an album, let's say of 7 songs, and 5 of them are in English, their career is dead. Those people, if they don't know and they go and follow this advice, they will die. In fact, even this advice crowding pony that Fancy Gadam is bigging up Shatta, Wale, the likes of Sarkodie and them for. There are certain people, they can't follow this advice. They will kill their career. It is about knowing yourself, knowing the value you carry before you take certain advice. The fact that you hear Fancy Gadam saying, oh, me when you come to the north, my last rate when you want my service in the north is 100,000. Don't also go and sit in Sunyani and see you die. In fact, you will be there, they will come and play the show. They will not even call you. They will play, you see the numbers and they will leave you and go. You die. Some people are learning. And the bottom line is creating value. You see, what is making Fancy Gadam and the like so confident on how they are able to pronounce some of these things is the value they see they hold. In fact, when he said, when Sarkodie charged him that amount of money, he said it was on the night that he saw his real value. In fact, I'm sure at a point he even doubted the value that he carried. But on the night, that was when he saw all these people are here because of me, and not because I even brought Sarkodie. That is where he saw his real value. So it is about the value that you create around your brand and nothing else. Some people are able to create to some extent, and that will determine how you are going to price, because we are in an open market. In fact, it's a free to wear. Obia value bia, so you really have to study yourself, know your brand, know your value before you go calling shots. Else, if you decide to follow some of these things, you will just kill your career even before it starts. So I am glad some people are even giving, the likes of Fancy are giving recognition to the people whom they are even learning from. It is a good sign. So at the end of the day, if Fancy is learning from the likes of Sarkodie, Shatta, it is because he has created a certain value that he can apply some of their principles, and it is working for him. So you as an artist, Oshana Sarkodie value now we're creating unruye. Oshana Shatta Wale value now we're creating, you know, rich. Find somebody else that you think, okay, this person has an average value. I think I have been able to also create about half of that value. How do I learn some of his principles to also make mine better? That is what some of these guys should be looking at. And to say, who say, oh, today Shatta Wale is working with some Nigerian producers, so you also want to go and work with Nigerian producers. In fact, Your flight ticket from here to Nigeria self will cost you go and come back empty-handed and nothing will happen. You hear, oh, Kamido is going to do remix in Nigeria, so if you fly, you get one hit on here in Nigeria, you go and you come back empty-handed. So people should learn, just like the likes of Fancy Dems are learning. It is about creating value and knowing the value. Just be realistic with yourself. Be real with yourself. See, Fancy Gadam and Macasio, the value that they've created, even if they say they want to charge 200,000 and somebody can pay, they will get it. But then they are being real with themselves. In fact, for him to have even gone down to 50,000 for Sister Fear, the guy is being realistic here. He knows, yes, if I say I want this, I can call, but it is up to you to say whether you can pay or not. So if at this point I see, this is my brother, he can't pay, even though I want the 100,000, Charlie, give 50,000, let's do this so that we all can make this happen and go. He's being realistic, like he's facing reality here. So this is an open market. People should learn. Don't say that, oh, the Christmas is hot. Shatta Wale says he charges $2 million. So you too, you want to charge $2 million. We're going to say at the end of the day, he will release flyer on 1st December. Now, Obi birthday party crowd. Why here I am from?
Thank you so much, Charlie. Chamo, continue from there.
It's simple. I get Fancy Gadam, and I think he's been practical here. In fact, he said when you come to the north, he didn't say I charge 100,000 everywhere I go. He said when you come to the north. So he realized his value that when you come to the north, Tamale and the environs. In fact, he was even specific that Tamale Stadium, you will pay 100,000. So he got his value based on experience and knowing how the crowd at the point reacted to him.
Okay.
That's how it is done. So those who are listening and wants to learn from it, you have to know all those things. Good. Don't just go and call any figure a combedo. And we know that some people are suffering from that, but they won't come out and say it. They got one hit and they thought they can charge any amount.
Good.
And now nobody is calling them, and then they will come back and say industry people are sabotaging me and they don't want to pay me my value and all that. No, you don't decide your value. The consumers decide your value, and you have to know your value based on what the consumers are also putting you, like the point that they are putting you. You have to know. They won't come and tell you. You have to know. But the truth is that consumers will decide, and then you will either affirm it or you push it to another level based on how you create your value. And a lot of people don't get it, and they are just copying or learning blindly from those who have read. When Shatta Wale call a certain amount, in fact, some people even get shocked when they hear that Shatta Wale called this amount and somebody paid. They will go like, I know. How? So he has created a value that some people are willing to pay because they know what they get from him. In fact, if left to the consumers alone, Shatta may not even get what he is asking for.
Yes.
But he has created the value that consumers even get shocked. Some of them get shocked when they hear how much people are willing to pay for him. And that skill or that kind of value is not one day thing. If you can come from underground, spend 10 years, go back and come back, don't go and call that value. Don't even dare. Don't let it even come to your head. About him guys, go. Yes, because it's not easy.
Delete it.
So don't do that. But you can learn something from Shatta Wale, because he will not just call that value. You know the crowd that follows him. When he's at your show, you know what is happening there. So don't ignore all those things and just call any figure. I think that's why Fancy Gadam is also saying that, because when you go to the north, you know the crowd that will follow Fancy Gadam. You know the things that Fancy Gadam can do there. So he goes like, oh, okay, these are some of the things that they will consider to call this amount. So I think now I'm there because me too, I can get exactly. So you should be practical and know what is happening before you call any amount. So kudos to him. I think he has learned very well and now on the right track. And so I'm not surprised that he will mention people like Shatta, Wale and Sarkodie for teaching him or learning from them.
Well, thank you guys so much. There is one story about Agbeshi, but we would have to put it in the freezer against tomorrow. I'm sure maybe some of them here tomorrow will be here, so we will do it tomorrow. Thanks so much, Abbas Muiz. Abbas, how is the project going, the video project?
So far, so good.
Okay.
We are still pushing for people to subscribe.
Okay.
And we will surely deliver accordingly.
All right. If you want some quick and affordable but quality music video, Abbas Elevate GH is once again linking up with Sammy Flex TV for this project. Why don't you also call him and let's do this? And Abbas can be reached on
0153 049693 +233.
Well,
for those outside Ghana.
just so you know. Why? Thank you, Roland Amate, same way. Thank you, Team Dodo Solomon. And to you out there, thanks for spending quality time with us. We'll bounce back tomorrow on Showbiz Daily. Special thanks to Digital Rasta, his got currency hooded camera for us, which Flex, for doing this. My name is Sammy Flex. Remember, Tap Send also held us down in doing this here on the show. I'll meet you when I meet you. We're out of here. Bye-bye.